to Her Season, the podcast for women who know they're meant for more and are ready to become the happiest, healthiest, hottest, and most successful version of themselves. I'm your host, Georgia Stockton, and this podcast is your place to learn the tools, habits, and mindset shifts that help you step into the best version of yourself. The woman who is confident, who takes care of her mind and body, who goes after big dreams and actually makes them happen. Each week, you're going to hear powerful conversations with successful entrepreneurs, health and wellness experts, and inspiring women sharing real strategies that help you level up your life. Because becoming her doesn't happen by accident. It happens through small, intentional choices every single day. So if you're ready to level up your life and become the woman you know you're capable of being, you're in the right place. This is Her Season. Guys, welcome back to Her Season. We have a very casual episode for you today. It is a solo episode. I'll be doing these every so often just because I want to yap to you all. We're going to keep it casual. I'm literally outside on my porch. It's so beautiful outside. I'm like, you can't force me to be inside. I will work anywhere there is sunshine in my eyes is my mentality right now. So I'm so excited for today's episode. This is our first solo episode. So we're going to kind of structure it with some different sections. And if you know me, and if you go to dinner with me, all my friends know, you're going to get asked rose, bud, and thorn. And if you've never played rose, bud, and thorn, let me explain it to you. So your rose is like the highlight of your past week. Like your best moment made you the happiest. Thorn is obviously your worst part of your week. And then your bud is something you're looking forward to. So I ask everyone this at dinner and everybody knows it's my thing. So of course we have to do it on our solo episodes. So rose for me this past week was honestly one of the simplest things. It's nothing elaborate, crazy. It was dinner with my cousins and my brother's girlfriend. And it just filled my cup up. Good people and good conversation just fill your cup up like no other. And that's one thing that I have learned to be so true in these last few years of my life is it doesn't matter what you accomplish. It doesn't matter how many followers you have. It doesn't matter any metric of that. That doesn't determine what makes you rich. What makes you rich is your relationships. How rich your relationships are is a measure of how rich your life truly is just kind of what I've come to believe. Obviously, you want some good money so you're comfortable and not stressed all the time. But true joy is what I believe. Obviously, number one, you need Jesus, because if you don't have Jesus, there's going to have to be filling a void the whole time. And he's the only one who can fill it. But behind him, it's relationships with people. Life is not meant to be lived alone. And I think we're in such a world, especially post-COVID, just so isolated and people afraid to talk to one another and just a kind of isolated, lonely world. And it's no, life is meant to be lived with one another. And so my rose was a simple dinner with my cousins and my brother's girlfriend. And we just laughed and it was the best little girls' dinner ever. Thorn is... Honestly, this is going to sound, y'all are going to be like, oh my gosh, Georgia, this is why are we even talking about this? I have been sleeping over my alarm. Okay, and we're going to get to this later in the episode. But usually I am a 5 a.m. club girly. That's not just for social media. That's me. And I'm proud of that. And I have been sleeping over my alarm, waking up at 7, 8 some days. I'm what is this? What is happening? And I've just been not as disciplined with myself. And when that happens, I know it seems like something that's little, but it's me not keeping my word to myself. And then I start to not trust myself and I start to not be as confident. And so it's the littlest things of not keeping my word to myself really take a toll on me mentally. So we're changing that. I changed my alarm tone on my Hatch. I love a Hatch. If y'all don't have a Hatch alarm clock, it literally makes a sunrise in your room. It lights it up and it has these fun ringtones. So I changed my ringtone to make me have a better feeling about waking up in the morning and not just ignore it anymore. So that would probably be my thorn of just sleeping over my alarm, but also it just led me to these guilty feelings of I'm not doing enough. And I just felt like the devil was really trying to get in my head. And I know I'm a firm believer. Also, I'm outside, so there's probably going to be cars driving by the whole time. So if they're really loud, I apologize, but I refuse to go record inside or in a room when it's this pretty outside. But what I was saying is that I know I was saying that I was like really kind of in my head, feeling guilty that I wasn't doing enough, all the things. But I know in this stage of my life, like I am doing what the Lord has called me to do. I am being obedient to Him, and I kind of call it like I'm on the Lord's path. And I know when you are on the Lord's path and you're actively working and being obedient to Him, the devil doesn't want you there because he knows like the Lord can use you in big ways. And I feel like he has been trying to like just fill me with doubt. And he's been like using that as a little stab in the chest to stick it in deeper. So we're not letting the devil win. No, like get out of here, devil. So that's been my thorn is I wasn't feeling disciplined, and it just affects me like confidence wise. Like I like showing up knowing I'm that girl, I'm disciplined, all the things. And there's nothing wrong. I'm not like that, like a drill sergeant all the time. I will say that. Like I'm lax. I can go with the flow, have fun, but I kind of have to feel like you have to earn that in a way. Like during the week, like I want to be working my absolute ass off. Excuse me, got in the moment there. That's okay. Hopefully y'all are okay with that. But like I want to be working my butt off. And then you've earned that right to, be chill, be lenient, go have fun, switch into play mode, all the things. But I guess it's been during the week and I haven't earned my time. So I'm like, that was my thorn. Anyways, long story short, let's get in my bud. What am I looking forward to? So this weekend, honestly, I don't know what to expect. So I'm in Athens, Georgia currently is like home base for me. And there's a thing called Jam for Cam. All the proceeds go to cancer research. He was a student at UGA who passed away. And so all the proceeds go to that. But it's basically like a big music festival and they like shut down the whole downtown. There's a bunch of different bands. And I just think it's going to be fun. My like, social battery is super high right now. If you're a girl, and you're probably a girl, it's all girls listening to this podcast, but you know how it is with your cycle of like you have the half of your cycle when your social battery is super high and you're like, oh my gosh, I could yap and talk to forever. Like my social battery is so high. But then there's the other side of your cycle when you're like, oh my gosh, I cannot make another ounce of small talk to save my life. Well, I'm in the good side right now. And so I'm like, oh my gosh, the Jam for Cam, like music festival is going to be so fun. I'm going to be yapping up a storm, meeting so many people. So I think it'll be a good, fun time with my friends. And I'm excited to dress up. I haven't dressed up in a while. So I love a girly moment, All right. So that is our rose, bud, and thorn to start us off. Now, introducing our next section. Let's go life and season updates. So I want to hear, like, we're going to talk life updates of me and season updates. So you can hear what's going on in the business. You can be the first to know. Life is at an all-time high of momentum right now. Like, how I was saying that my thorn last week was just like, I was feeling a little bit in a rut. The devil was really trying to get at me, fill me with some doubt. I just felt like I was guilty, wasn't doing enough. I was slacking. I felt like that was slacking in no better terms. And I was just like, oh my gosh, I can't stand that feeling. This week, I was like, one thing is like, if I catch myself and I'm like not happy with what I'm doing, I'll fix it real quick. So we are on our ish. Like I feel momentum is at all time high. Like I am waking up 5 a.m. club. I'm going to give you my morning routine right now. Okay. I wake up 5 a.m. club. I immediately go drink water and I've been mixing Promix Deep Bloat into my water in the mornings. Love it. I love Promix. They're like the only supplement brand I genuinely use. And then I'll get on my vibration plate and I'll stretch a little bit on my vibration plate for like 5 minutes to get the lymphatic system going. And while I'm on my vibration plate, I've got my coffee brewing, that's key. That's key. I'm a coffee girl. Okay. Boom. 5 minutes is done on the vibration plate. Then I go over to my coffee and I make me a heavenly, gorgeous cup of coffee. Always, this is important, mix in a scoop of Promix Vanilla Collagen because if you drink coffee on an empty stomach, it's going to spike your cortisol, like your blood sugar. Not good. Doesn't set you up for success. So you need a little bit of protein in there so that it controls that spike and doesn't let it go up. And that could be, you could eat like a boiled egg. You could eat a little something with protein in it. For me, it's just easy because I love my coffee. I would just mix a scoop of vanilla collagen in there and it's like a little bit of creamer. It's so good. It's so good. So then I take my coffee and it's so pretty outside. I've been sitting on my porch in the mornings and I drink my coffee. I read my devotional. The devotional I've been loving lately is New Morning Mercies. It's so good. And usually I'll read my devotional, I'll read my Bible, I'll journal, and then I'll meditate. And that was one thing. 2026, I made a goal to meditate every single day. And it has truly changed my life, guys. Like, I made a vision board. It's literally in my living room. And almost over half of what's on my vision board is already happening and already coming to life. And I think it's truly, I mean, it's obviously, it's all in the Lord's hands and I owe everything to him. But I also think that if you're not in the right mental place and like you don't feel worthy and you don't feel capable enough, like the Lord can't put those things in your life. So like meditation has helped me rise to a higher level, feeling worthy and feeling capable of this responsibility and these things in my life. And the Lord, he like at that point, I feel like the Lord knew I was ready and he was able to drop them. So to me, I think with meditation, a lot of times people put themselves at the center and they make themselves God, which I don't believe is true. Like they believe they can manifest anything and because it was them that made everything happen. And to me, that's not what I believe about meditation. I believe you are taking your thoughts captive and you are rising to this higher level of yourself, this best version of yourself. And when you're there, the Lord is able to bless you infinitely more and do more with you because you yourself believe you're capable of it, you know? Because if you're at this lower level and you don't even think you're worthy or capable or you can do it, that's going to be a lot harder of the Lord to hand it over to you. Does that make sense? So that's my take on meditation. And it's truly changed my life of helping me rise to that best version of myself. And I think it's allowed the Lord to let a lot of things happen in my life that were on my vision board for 2026. So that's kind of life. I don't know. I'm still on my morning routine. Gosh, I'm like, I could talk to y'all for hours. So we meditate. Then it is time to move our body. So a very, very wise woman, we'll have her on the podcast. She's incredible. But she taught me this concept of word in, workout. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to move y'all a little click. So I'm in the center of our camera. So she taught me the concept of word in, workout. And what that means is you go word in. So we're reading our Bible, we're journaling, we're praying, we're doing all the things. And then you go move your body. And that's exactly what I do. So I have been really intentional about getting my steps in. So I go on at least like a 20 to 30 minute walk, if not a little run in the mornings. And then I have been loving doing Pilates flows outside because again, it's beautiful. So we're doing them outside. And then I come back and I make me a Whole Foods breakfast. And when I'm making my breakfast at that point, I put on a podcast and I am feeding my brain, growing in knowledge and getting better. And then I get ready for the day. And I've been making myself actually get ready for the day, like a little bit of makeup, a little bit of hair, because you look good, you feel good, you show up good. And that's my morning routine. So I feel like I've got a lot of momentum going. I've got myself back on track. So I feel good. Let's see. Season updates. We've got a season event coming up in Birmingham. That's our next one. It's April 2nd. So if you're in the Birmingham, Alabama area, it's going to be so sick. I'm so excited about it. We'll have actually the goodie bags are going to be loaded at that one, like actually loaded. And then per usual, I'll be teaching a little Pilates sculpt class. We'll be doing a best self meditation visualization exercise. It's going to be phenomenal, like all of our events usually are. And we've got a lot more coming on that end of things. So I'm excited to unveil those soon. This is an update that I kind of want to tease to you because I don't know when it's going to drop. But I was talking a lot about meditation, and you've probably seen that we've been doing a lot of these wellness events. That's all for a reason. It's all for a reason. We've got a big expansion of season coming soon. And I want y'all to like comment. I don't know where you would comment. Maybe DM us of what you think it is. But it's going to be really, really good. I'm really excited. It's something that I haven't seen done before the way we're going to do it. I just think it is going to change so many of y'all's lives. Like it's changed mine. I know it's going to change y'all's lives. So I'm very excited. It's something you can have on your phone, be with you anywhere you want to go, on the go, any time of day. It's going to be good. Going to be good. Now, we're introducing you to sections because this is the very first solo episode. So we've got Rosebud and Thorn. We've got our life and season updates. Now, are you ready? Every single week, we're going to have a season faves. Okay. So I've got my season faves here, so I remember them. My faves of the week, drumroll, have been my vibration plate. I know it's like all the hype right now on TikTok and you can't trust anything because it's like all fake social media marketing, but I do love my vibration plate. It might be placebo effect, but I love it. You know, hate me for it. I love it. It's so fun. And honestly, during the workday, like if I'm just like at a point where I'm like, oh my gosh, like my brain can't think anymore, like I just need a 5-minute brain break. I will literally get on my vibration plate, play our music, and goof around, have a good time, and it just is like re-energizes me. It's a little jolt during my day. So I love my vibration plate. And second item on the season faves is my salty face tanner. Listen, I'm not even sponsored. Like everybody that I'm talking to you about any of these brands, I'm not sponsored by any of them. I'm just like genuinely sharing them because the girls want to know. Like I want to know too. Like give me the raw, unfiltered. Everything you see on social media now is just like paid ads. Like give me the raw, unfiltered. What is actually making a difference in your life? So the raw, unfiltered is the face tanner. Guys, I do not tan. Like I religiously fake tan. Tan Thursdays, make it a thing. Every single Thursday I fake tan. I would actually pay so much money to be permanently more tan. So much money. It's ridiculous. But what the crazy thing is like I'm a health freak in the best way. And I avoid all these bad things in our food. Like I avoid red dye number 40 because it's terrible for you. But then when you flip over a self-tanner bottle, it's all it is red dye number 40. And I'm like, Georgia, that really doesn't make sense. If you're like going to all these lengths to not eat this in your food and then you just slather it over the biggest organ in your body and every pore of your body soaks it up, doesn't really add up there. So Salty Face is a completely non-toxic, clean self-tanner brand. And it, honestly, usually most self-tanners like dry your skin out, make you like crackly and crusty and dusty. This one has aloe in it, so it actually moisturizes you a little bit. I have been loving it. Their face, I use this face spray like every night because me with a tan face, I'm just like the confidence level increases. Keep your word to yourself and tan. That's the hack code to confidence. So that would be my shameless plug. A salty face tanner has been my go-to recently. And then this one is not a product, but have been loving is I've been obsessed. This has been my lunch, my dinner every single day is sweet potatoes that I cut in half, put in the oven. So easy on 400 for an hour. Okay. So they're like mushy gushy perfect. And then you go ground beef. I go all organic grass fed, 93%, 7% fat, and avocado. And then you put a little sauce, any sauce of your choice on that. That could be like honey mustard. That could be ketchup. That could be barbecue sauce. Anything with a little hot honey on top. Holy cow. Incredible. Incredible. Again, whole foods. Like quit overcomplicating nutrition. Eat whole foods and you're perfect. Okay. So those are my season faves of the week. I hope those are helpful to you. All right. Last little section before we get into our message of the day. Are you ready? So this is actually one of my favorite sections. It's called the season spotlight. We have heard so many stories of how the season planner or our season wellness events and our meditations have made an impact in people's lives. And I want to start to share those stories with you and celebrate you all in the season community. Because like, we are a community and life is not meant to be lived alone and we should be cheering each other along the way. So our season spotlight this week, I haven't even asked her, so I hope she's okay with it, but we're celebrating her and it's like a huge accomplishment. So I'm pumped for her. I know her over DMs. Her name is Presley. So how Presley got connected with season is I did a virtual meditation event with the University of Oklahoma. And honestly, it was kind of a weird event for me, not for them, because virtually you couldn't feel the energy and I was over Zoom and like I'm leading this meditation and I couldn't tell like, do these girls hate this? Like, are they literally checked out like on their phones? Like, do they like this at all? Or like, is this going terrible or is this going good? I literally could not know because I was virtual. I was on Zoom. The vibes were just weird. Okay. So I left this event and like, I think I did well leading it. Like I tried my best to lead it with it being virtual. And I was like, you know what? Like the Lord will use it. And I get a DM from Presley. And she DMs me and she said, well, let me pause. In our meditations, I do best, like for all of our events, I kind of do the same meditation script and it's a best self visualization meditation. So you're using visualization tactics, you know, feeling yourself, visualizing yourself, you know, where you want to be manifesting in a way. And I get a DM from her and she said, Georgia, I got an email that I got the job that I interviewed for literally the moment I stepped out of that event. I was like, wow, that worked fast. That worked real fast. But it was the coolest, like one, I'm just so pumped for her. She is going to be so incredible. The job is a nursing job actually, which she's just such a saint for that. But it just goes to show there is such power in visualization and meditation. And we'll have other solo episodes of me like fully unpacking the science and the power behind meditation and visualization because that's too much to get into right now. But It works. It works. And Presley's a testament to it. So happy to hear that story. Just so stinking cool. Without further ado, I'm ready to get into the message today. So these solo messages, they're not going to be super long for you all. It's just kind of going to be what has been on my heart lately and what I'm learning, what I want to share with you, that hopefully it will help you become a happier, healthier, hotter, and more successful version of yourself. That's what you can expect from this podcast, is anything that helps make you truly happier, healthier, hotter, and more successful. We're going to do it. This just goes along kind of with my last week of I wasn't keeping my word to myself, and my confidence was lacking because of it. I wasn't the radiant light that lit up a room when she walked in, because I didn't trust myself, and my confidence started to slack because I wasn't keeping my word to myself. And it just really got me thinking that I hear from so many girls that they're like, oh my gosh, like, how are you so confident? And they just are not confident in their own skin and who they are. And the easiest way to become confident is to keep your word for yourself and show up for yourself. And what I mean by show up for yourself is, let me rephrase it this way. Listen, we hear the phrase tossed around all the time of like self-love. Like, oh, like give yourself some self-love, blah, blah, like go soak in a bubble bath. Yes, that is needed. But sometimes self-love doesn't feel good. Sometimes self-love doesn't feel good in the moment. Sometimes waking up at 5 a.m. or going to the gym or going for that run or sitting down and doing the task you said you were going to do that every bone in your body doesn't want to do. Yeah, that doesn't feel good in the moment. But sometimes self-love doesn't feel good. Sometimes self-love shows up as discipline, doing what you said you were going to do. And then I guarantee you, once you've done it and you're on the other side of doing it, you're going to be so stinking proud of yourself. And that is where the confidence compounds. And that confidence builds. And you're so proud of who you are that you walk into any room and you know exactly who you are. You're that girl. You trust yourself. Because why? You've put the work in and it shows. And you know that. People aren't confident when they walk into a room, probably because they know sometimes like they haven't put the work in. And that's why their confidence is lacking. So if you want to boost your confidence, keep your word to yourself. Okay? So if you say you're going to wake up at 5, get up at 5. You say you're going to get 20K steps, get 20K steps. Don't do it for 3 days and then never think about it again. Keep your word to yourself. And it's not always going to feel good. It is not always going to feel good. You have to do things even when it doesn't feel good. We live in so my dad was a football coach, and it's going to come out a little bit. We live in such a soft world that lives in their comfort zones. Okay. Your life is not supposed to feel good all the time. Do the things you said you were going to do, even when you don't want to do them. And when you do that, you're going to be proud of yourself and your confidence is going to increase. Okay. Now, if you really want to be successful, I need you to get clear on what those things are that you're keeping your word to yourself. That might be you're posting social media posts. Maybe you're trying to grow a social media following. That might be that you're reaching out to friends and going on walks so that you can be a good friend. That might be that you're calling your grandparents and loving on them. That might be that you're hitting the lifts you said you would. You're hitting the steps you said you would. Get clear on what your goals are and then follow the script daily. Because if you aren't clear on your goals and you're just waking up each day and you're just like fumbling around, just winging it, it's not going to happen. You need a set plan and you need to follow the script. If you're rewriting, and that's also a loop that people get stuck into, when you try and rewrite your plan every single day and like rewrite your goals every single day, you don't give yourself enough time to let that consistency compound. Like, no, get you a solid plan set, take action every single day and let that consistency compound. So leaving you today, our message is keep your word to yourself, watch your self-confidence increase, and get really clear on what you're going to keep that word to yourself. Like, you've got to have a really clear plan of what that is. You can't just wake up and figure it out each day. No, get really, really clear on your goals. Maybe you do a little retreat. Like, maybe go book yourself a massage, go have a spa day and plan out your goals, plan out your life. Because hot girls and like the top 1% women, they don't just wing their life. They have a plan and they follow the script. And they do it even when they don't feel like it. And if you really want a good plan, you need to see some planner. Shameless plug. Because every day it's going to hold you accountable. You're going to time block your day down to the hour. You do your gratitude journal, your affirmations, so you get your mind right. It's literally everything you need to know. That's all I have for y'all this week. I hope you enjoyed this solo episode. Truly, I mean this. Listen, if you're still listening right now, I want you to DM us to comment on our little podcast clips. Tell us what you want to hear. Tell us who you want to have on. Tell us what you thought. Tell us, I want all the thoughts of like, Georgia, I loved this. Georgia, I didn't love this. I have thick skin. Let me hear from you. We're here to help make you happier, healthier, hotter, and more successful. And any way I can do that, I want to. So I hope you all have a phenomenal rest of your week. These episodes, we're dropping them right now on Wednesday mornings at like 7 a.m. is when we're dropping them, so that maybe you hit a workout and then you can listen to it on your walk or something like that. If there's a better time for us to drop those episodes, let us know. But you can expect an episode from us weekly on Wednesdays. And I am just so excited to continue to grow the season community and get to know some of you. If you have a season story and you want to be spotlighted, please DM us, email us. Like, we're a small business, so I'm all over it. And if there's any way we can serve you better, let us know. All right, girls, let's go make it happen.